Hello, Christina Red Soul. Hope you all are doing well on this middle of the work week hump Wednesday. And thanks for tuning into the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. So I came across a story, Beto O'Rourke. He's at it again, but this time is about the border. Now, several weeks ago, I already pointed out Senator Ted Cruz, who also who has beaten Beto as Governor Abbott will this coming November for the governor's seat, already had a strategy of how to protect the borders. And Abbott did the same. He did such a good job in protecting the borders, knowing that our neighbors, Mexico, could easily come in along, which is what the Biden administration wants, to easily come in and uh, take advantage of all types of uh, resources, unemployment benefits, health care, uh, food stamps, WIC cards. I mean, if you think they're not doing that, um, I would investigate more. And then you have the illegal immigration advocates who say these people pay taxes, but if they have a stolen social security number, they would have been deported a long time ago because the government would have caught them like that. Because you can't be an illegal immigrant if you're not working under the table. And I've witnessed this because I've worked with them. I've taught some of them for 9 years, and I've only had maybe one or two cases where either a spouse or a parent had to be deported for 25 years. So the fact that they argued is that they're very innocent, they have no criminal records, um, they pay taxes just like the average U.S. citizen, I doubt that to be true. So, yes, he goes on this rant about, well, they call him Beto for a reason because he's been a strong advocate for open borders for quite some time. Well, his real name is Robert, but he got the name Beto. Um, Interestingly, his wife isn't Mexican, but yet he's very pro illegal immigration, which is why some people really want to, well, um, close person that I know. I won't say what type of relationship, as far as um, how I converse with her, whether it's personal or business. I won't identify her that way. But she was one of those advocates that did vote for this person, and I understood why and knew more about him when he was going for presidency back in 2020. So I'm going to read a few quotes. He was asked about, the support of how we're going to feed these people. What do you do about the money that the state is spending on a wall that doesn't work? Climbing the walls do not work because of the large number of the immigrants that cross the border every month. Eliminate that money. Eliminate the money that is being used for the Texas National Guard. Put it into our schools. That's where we need it. Um, well, um, what more of education do you need? And education is free for the public up until the age of 18, unless it's some type of special school or funding. Apart from that, we have programs, and probably more than enough programs for that. Um, so I don't understand what this person is arguing about innocent children going to school. Even if their parents are illegal immigrants, the children are still are still innocent. They don't have any say so. It's like if a parent commits a crime, excuse me, and that parent has to go to prison for some time, it's not the child's fault because it's still criminal behavior. Um, yeah, illegal immigration, you're still breaking the law. Another advocacy they would say to, um, just like anything else, trying to do a wrong thing a right way, like abortion, or, a person should steal because they have to feed her feed her children. I say her because it's usually women are usually single mothers. Um, and you can get government assistance for that, or limit your hours at work or whatnot. Because in some, not in all cases, but in some cases, women do choose to be single mothers. And I'm going to go more into detail about that for the Juneteenth holiday that falls on Father's Day, ironically. So they're advocating, they're trying to do a right thing a wrong way by trying to compare um, education with illegal immigration, as if this questioner um, doesn't keep his or her door unlocked, because I doubt if they do. Borders do work. There are several examples of that. Hungary is one. Israel is another one. Um, Other Middle Eastern, I believe Turkey is another. So walls do work. Um, that wall that Trump had in progress, that would have also worked. Had he, during his second term, he definitely would have finished it. And if he returns in 2024, either he or DeSantis, doesn't matter to me, that wall will be completed. All right, so let's see what his response to that. O'Rourke, okay, our illegal immigration hero. He began his response by pointing out that our current governor here in Texas, Abbott, has invested $5 billion of state money toward efforts to secure the southern border, and we all agree that we want the border to be better. Yeah, right. Really, O'Rourke? In fact, I think the border is pretty great right now. Okay, so he doesn't want to complete it because it's not finished. I love to see investments in our communities, protecting our national heritage, improving the ability to help those who are seeking asylum, or asylum, excuse my pronunciation, and trying to do it lawfully in an orderly fashion. Okay, so this person is talking from both sides of his mouth. First, we believe that he doesn't know how a country is defined, and now he's saying it's great to protect the borders. Well, I'm gonna close this, and then I'm gonna close with this. What more he has to say, and then I'll unpack and stay tuned for more. What's coming up in our chaotic country right now? But involuntarily activating tens of thousands of our fellow Texans with a week's notice they were taking from their families, kids, jobs, careers, sent to the border for a 1 year deployment. That's their job. I don't know why it's involuntary. I think he's talking about the National Guard here. They have no constitutional authority to arrest, detain, but they can protect, though. They can only spot and radio the Customs of Border Patrol. What's wrong with that? And I think this is why a lot of liberal cities, I won't go into parties right now, a lot of liberal cities where crime is out of control, I've named them before, and you already know which ones they are. Detesting the Border Patrol to come there to protect the border, to protect the city. I even asked one guy in a liberal city where briefly visiting relatives, and I asked him about his opinion. Um, Stranger at a public place downtown, restaurant slash bar area. You know, if I'm by myself, I usually sit at the bar anyway. No need of taking a booth or a whole table by myself. And long story short, he said, "Oh, it's not going to make a difference. They bring the border patrol. It's just going to lead to more violence." Huh? So much for trusting our law enforcement. Sometimes. I mean, after the situation with that shooting over in Uvalde, but that's a different story about how the cops hesitated. God bless police officers, but I'm not going to talk. Enough people spoke about that already. I'm not going to go into that. But that's the only time where I was annoyed with the cops. If it's true what they say. But 10,000 members, a wall that is more of a public art installation than anything else. Oh, now it's art. It's done nothing to stop anybody. All right. Tell the different countries. I'm not going to finish that. Tell the different countries that I just named. Yes, they got war started, but you know what? The borders are secure. I lock my door at night. Some of these apartment complexes, especially near where I work, also has a fence. No one's going over it. And it's not even that as high as the border wall. They're not. They're like as tall as a fence around a house. Some have barbed wire. No one has gotten over it. Because you must be either a resident or a worker to get access to these places. God bless our country of trying to change the law when it's pointless. No other country has to compromise. Maybe some Europeans, some European countries, unfortunately, where immigrants just coming in there and taking over because they don't go by, some of them do, they don't go by the way of life of that country. They want to keep their dual citizenship and change it to exactly from where they escaped from as Cubans. You really think they want to go back into a socialist government? I think that's the only country I know that wanted to escape it all. Those who come here, and there's a reason a lot of Americans don't even want them there, but that's a political reason. Christina Red Soul, thanks for listening. Pray for our nation and pray for our brothers and sisters suffering globally under the name of Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord. Talk to you super soon.